When I say the word investment, what's the first thing that pops into your head? Probably money, right? Stocks, bonds, that kind of thing. Well, today, we're going to completely tear that idea down and rebuild it. We're talking about the 5 investments that don't just grow your wealth, they completely transform who you are.
So let's just start with a fun little thought experiment. Imagine $1 million just landed in your bank account right now. What's your first move? Most people, and hey, I get it, they'd say stocks, crypto, maybe a piece of real estate. And those are the obvious answers. But they are nowhere near the most powerful investments you can actually make. And this is where we need to draw a line in the sand. See, conventional investments, the financial stuff, it can all vanish. A market crash, one bad decision, and poof, it's gone. But these life investments, they follow you forever. I mean, think about it. Oprah Winfrey started out wearing dresses literally made from potato sacks. Sarah Blakely started Spanx with just $5,000. The real capital wasn't money. It was the stuff inside them that no one could ever take away. So here's the game plan for today. This is our roadmap. We're going to break down these 5 life-changing investments: your skills, your health, your network, your mindset, and of course, your time. Let's jump into the first one. Okay, first up, your skills. You have to think of this as the absolute bedrock of everything you build in life. It is the one asset that is 100% yours. No stock market crash, no recession, no bit of bad luck can ever strip it away from you. This right here is so critical to understand. You could work yourself to the bone digging a ditch, but it's the person who has the skill to design the skyscraper going over that ditch who gets the big paycheck. It's never just about effort. It's about the value you can create, and that value is a direct result of the skills you've taken the time to build. And you can see this play out in the real world. I mean, look at a young Elon Musk. Long before he was launching rockets, he was launching himself into books, sometimes reading 2 a day. He was investing in learning the fundamentals of physics and engineering, and those skills, which he built years and years earlier, became the absolute foundation for SpaceX, for Tesla, for everything. So the bottom line is this. Every skill you learn is like installing a little money printing machine inside your brain. If you lose a job, you keep your skills. If your company goes under, you keep your skills. They are your ultimate portable asset. Now, let's talk about the engine that powers all those skills. Investment number 2, your health. Let's call this the engine of your ambition. Because look, you can have all the talent and all the skills in the world, but if you don't have the physical and mental energy to actually use them, they're just potential, locked away in a box. Let me ask you a serious question. Would you ever try to shoot a 2-hour-long movie on your phone if it only had 3% battery? No way, right? It's a ridiculous idea. So why on earth do so many of us try to build these huge, amazing, successful lives while we're personally running on fumes? Success isn't just about having great ideas. It's about having the energy to see them through. Just look at the absolute peak performers on the planet. LeBron James reportedly spends over $1 million a year just on his body. Cristiano Ronaldo is legendary for his insane discipline. They get it. They understand that their physical health isn't an expense. It is their single most critical professional asset. It's what lets them play at a level the rest of us can only dream of. And you know what the best part is? You don't need $1 million to make this investment. It's all about small, consistent habits. It's about treating your sleep like you're plugging in a charger every night, using exercise to upgrade your body's hardware, and putting the right fuel in the tank so the engine runs smoothly. These little daily deposits compound into massive energy reserves. All right, on to our third investment, your network. This one is the accelerator. Why? Because the people you choose to surround yourself with literally shape your reality. They introduce you to new ways of thinking, they hold you to higher standards, and they open doors to opportunities you would never, ever find on your own. Now, there is a massive misconception about networking. It is not about collecting contacts on LinkedIn like they're Pokemon cards. Gotta catch 'em all, right? No, it's about building a small number of deep, genuine relationships with people who inspire you, who challenge you to be better, and who you can grow alongside. And I mean, history is just littered with proof of this. Steve Jobs had the grand vision, sure, but he needed Steve Wozniak's tech genius to actually build the first Apple computer. Bill Gates and Paul Allen, it was their shared obsession that grew into Microsoft. See, the right connections don't just add to your life, they multiply your potential. Okay, investment number 4, your mindset. This is a big one. Think of your mindset as the operating system for your entire life. It's the software that processes every single thing that happens to you, every win, every loss, every single opportunity. This is one of my all-time favorite stories. Sarah Blakely, the founder of Spanx, she grew up in a house where failure was actually celebrated. At the dinner table, her dad would ask her and her brother, "So, what did you fail at this week?" And if they didn't have an answer, he'd be genuinely disappointed. Why? Because to him, a lack of failure meant a lack of trying. That mindset is what turned hundreds of rejections into a $1 billion company. So it all comes down to how you process the tough stuff. Think about Michael Jordan getting cut from his high school basketball team. A weak mindset sees that and says, "Why me? I guess I'm not good enough. I quit." But a strong mindset, MJ's mindset, sees that exact same event and asks, "What can this teach me? What's the feedback here?" That rejection became the fuel for his entire career. The event is the same. The mindset changes everything. And that brings us to our 5th and final investment. And honestly, this might be the most powerful of them all. It's your time. It is the ultimate currency. It is the one single asset that is distributed to every single person on this planet in the exact same amount. It is the great equalizer. Yep, 24. That's the number. Elon Musk gets 24 hours in a day. Oprah Winfrey gets 24. You get 24. I get 24. Nobody, no matter how rich or powerful, can buy a single second more. The only thing that separates us is how we choose to invest those hours. And make no mistake, there is a world of difference between spending time and investing it. Spending time is mindlessly scrolling on social media. It feels okay in the moment, but then an hour vanishes and you have nothing to show for it. Investing time is reading a chapter of a book or practicing a new skill. That 1 hour can pay you back with interest for the rest of your life. So let's just tie this all together. These are the 5 pillars. You invest in your skills to raise your value. You invest in your health to get the energy to actually do the work. You invest in your network to open doors you didn't even know existed. You invest in your mindset to push through the inevitable setbacks. And you invest your time to make every single one of those other investments count. I want to leave you with this one last thought to chew on. 5 years from today, you are going to arrive somewhere. That is a guarantee. The only question is this: will you arrive at a destination that you deliberately designed through your investments? Or will you just end up wherever the currents of life happen to push you? Because one day, when people look at what you've built and what you've accomplished, some of them might say, "Wow, you got so lucky." And you'll just be able to smile to yourself. Because you'll know the truth. It was never luck. It was investment.